This evening, I'll be speaking about the residential travel survey, looking at the high-level summary, the travel benefits uptake so far, the bike servicing, one-to-one cycle training, as well as the e-bike hire service. The residential travel survey, which took place in March, second week of March. The survey was a little bit different this year, mainly because it was focusing on the commuting pre and post COVID-19. We also looked at the changes in travel behaviour from pre and post COVID-19 in terms of walking and cycling. Our flyers were distributed to 741 households, and out of that, we received 155 responses this year. So this equates to about 21%. From the data analysis that I've undertaken so far, it shows that 76% of the Northstowe residents fall within the age group of 25 to 44, so a very young community. And many of the households have two adults, which make up 82%, and children under 18s make up 39%. This table here shows the car ownership. As we can see from the 2021 results, what we're seeing here is an increase in the car ownership from not just 1 to 2 cars per household, but from 3 to 4 cars per household as well. This year, we did also ask the question about the electric vehicles, and as we can see from this table here, 7% of the residents indicated that they have electric vehicles as well. This table looks at the mode of travel. So the survey took place. So survey literally asks the residents how they travelled first week of March, and during this period we were in our third lockdown, and at this time children were also being homeschooled at the time. So as we can see from this table here, 59% of the residents have indicated that they worked at home, and 26% of the residents indicated they drove alone. 4% of the residents indicated that they used the guided bus. So this evening I've invited Darren from Stagecoach East to provide you with the latest update on where we are with the guided busway as the the lockdown restriction eases. The slide here looks at the travel behaviour. So in the survey, we asked the resident how they drove pre-COVID and how they wish to travel post-COVID. So as we can see from this table here, 44% of the residents indicated that they drove alone pre-COVID, and 22% of the residents also indicated that they cycled pre-COVID. However, what we're seeing here is that post-COVID, 63% of the residents have indicated that they will drive alone, 13% will cycle, another 13% will use the guided bus, and another 13% would use the park and ride bus service. This bar graph looks at the changes in travel behaviour pre-COVID. So what we can see here is that pre-COVID, in terms of walking, 79 of the households indicated that they were walking more than before, and 36 households indicated that they were cycling more than before. So changes in terms of the travel behaviour post-COVID-19, what we can see here is that in terms of walking, 106 residents have indicated that they will continue to walking post-COVID, and 73 of the households have indicated that they will continue to cycle. They will continue to very likely to cycle post-COVID. So this pie chart looked at, so we asked the question, how useful would you find each idea to reduce the single occupancy vehicle journeys to and from Northstowe? So as we can see here from the response, 21% of the residents indicated cycle maintenance workshop would be very or fairly useful. 20% indicated bike hire, 13% indicated finding car share partners, and 12% have indicated e-scooter hire. So I have invited Mehmet from Cambridgeshire and Peterborough Combined Authority to provide us with an update on the Voi e-scooter scheme, which has been rolled out in Cambridge. So he'll speak later this evening. This is the travel benefit flyer which we produced for the Northstowe resident, and these were distributed to 350 households to capture those residents who moved in between July 2019 and February 2021, so that we had captured the resident who had moved in halfway through 2019 and during the lockdown period. This pie chart looks at the travel benefits uptake. So as we can see from this chart, the bus vouchers and the Decathlon vouchers are quite popular in the sense that 35% of the household has claimed the bus vouchers and 34% of the residents have claimed the Decathlon voucher. And a combination of Decathlon and bus vouchers has been taken by 25%. Many of you would have seen this on your bike flyer. So this is the bike servicing flyer. So Outspoken Cycles used to provide the service. Between January and October last year, we serviced and repaired 77 bikes. And from October onwards, we changed our supplier and we now deal with our local supplier, Arrow Bicycle Repairs. Between November and end of March, we have serviced and repaired 45 bikes. So in a total between January and 2020 and 2021, so far we've repaired about 122 bikes. And from July, the service will be held on the greens. So this is a one-to-one cycle training. These are held on a Saturday at the end of each month. And this takes place outside the Pathfinder Primary School. It's an hour service between 9 and 12:30. This is our Northstowe Cycle Hub. This is located at the rear Long Stanton Park and Ride. So we've got 10 e-bikes out there. We also operate the bike repair service from here. So this is the second Northstowe bike shelter. We've got 10 e-bikes out there as well, and this is located opposite the Pathfinder Primary School. We also have 5 child seat as well as 3 kiddie bikes. The booking is done via a BizBike app. The cost at the moment is currently subsidised for the Northstowe residents. So at the moment we are looking, you're looking at £2.50 for half a day, so for 4 hours, and for a full day, 8 hours, you're looking at £4. So we did a soft launch with the e-bike scheme. We're commencing the 15th of February with Cambridge Electric Transport. And you can see from this table here, we've had 103 rides so far between mid-February and end of March. And at the moment, on average, residents are covering a distance of about 13 miles per hour. 13 miles. Yes, so if you are interested in any of the initiatives which I've mentioned earlier, please do get in touch with us. We can be reached on northstowe@smartjourneys.co.uk. Thank you.
Lovely, thanks so much, Regina. That's fantastic. So there's just a couple of questions that's come in. One is just querying why it's mentioned as post-COVID. Wasn't the study actually during COVID, and we're not post-COVID as yet? I don't know if you can answer that one as well, Regina.
Yeah, sure. So when I was saying about post-COVID is just looking at once the lockdown restrictions are lifted. So that is what post-COVID was talking about.
Okay, I'm just trying to keep this. I'm just going to go to this question while I read the other one, while you answer this one. So e-bikes, is there a weekly pass? So £4 per day would be £20 per week, only £5 cheaper than the bus.
So we haven't really considered the weekly pricing yet. At the moment, we're just focusing on hourly and daily rides, but weekly costing is something which we can consider.
Lovely, thank you. And this may or may not be for you, Virginia. It's obviously some of this is going to be police matter. But there are currently lots of cars parked in what looks like cycle lanes in Northstowe, particularly on Wellington Road near David Wilson. Are there any plans to introduce some sort of signage to prevent this, to make it safer for cyclists in the area?
I think this one would be more for a transport assessment team. I need to get back on this one.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. So I think, John, if we can just take a note of that, and perhaps we can feedback after the meeting, that'd be really helpful. Thank you.